All right, I pressed it. All right, let's see if it's working. Okay, it says the connection's good. It says that we're loading.
Are we live?
We're about to be. Okay. I think we are.
Can I?
And yeah, we're live. We are live.
Good.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to the January 2021 podcast. We made it. It is now 2021. Did you notice? We
No.
also had another podcast in 2021, but it was actually 2020. It definitely was not late. How is everyone doing tonight? Well, everyone introduce yourselves. I am, of course, Neo Tokyo Tempo.
I am Getsuryu or Josh. Not everyone at once.
I'm RJ, otherwise Red Baron, but I'm gonna call myself Punished Baron today.
My name is Louis, or Striker Red,
And
welcome to the shit show.
I'm Kirill Neko, and I already have 3 bottles in me, and I got 2 more. So you're welcome.
Yeah, he's Slavic. He's more Slavic than I am, so he can keep drinking. Whereas I couldn't drink at all. I couldn't drink at all.
all right. So this month we decided, and we definitely really were excited about this and totally wanted to do it. We decided to review Domestic Girlfriend or Domestic Nakanajo. And I've never been drunk for more consecutive days in my life. So, Domestic Kanajo is a story about Fuji Natsuo, who is in love with his teacher, but he can't quite seem to get her. So he goes to a mixer, in which he and his friends hang out with like some random girls at like some club or something, and
that one.
And he ends up having sex with one of those girls. Fast forward a couple days, and his father is getting remarried, because his mother is dead. So his father is getting remarried, and it turns out the woman has 2 daughters. One is his teacher he has a crush on, and the other one is the girl he had sex with at the mixer. So and then it becomes a really it becomes an ecchi story that's trying really hard to be a drama.
A love drama.
Please take our
Yes.
smut seriously, basically.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Well,
So
You can't take this shit seriously. About this is more like softcore porn.
no. The reason why is because, I mean, look, this is, what is it, 2019 show,
Yep.
winter, and it's by the, what is it, Die Media, and it's like,
Yeah.
Die Media, this is the guys who made Bitless. Like, come on, you cannot, the same people who did Fuoka and then Kantai Collection film. You
Oh, no.
cannot.
So
You
I'm
can't
not
go.
trying.
It's not-
lower.
It's
Okay.
not porn. It's
all
not. It's not
right.
porn.
Okay,
Let's
guys.
Technically.
Okay, guys.
But
Okay,
at the same time, it's by.
let's get to the
Yeah,
let's get to reviewing it. Let's talk about the animation.
Yeah.
So what I honestly think the animation is actually quite a lot better than it is in most ecchi shows, and leaps and bounds better than almost any hentai that has ever come out.
Well,
I may have made a Freudian slip
Yeah,
there.
I'd like to just
but-
summarize it. It's not hentai, but that's a summary.
Yeah, it's not hentai, but the character models are quite well drawn. The animation is, for the most part, pretty fluid. It has the look of your average high school kind of anime, high school rom-com kind of anime.
I think animation-wise, like for what it was actually really well done. They obviously had way higher of a budget than they should have.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I want to interject for a second, I personally like the character designs myself, especially Momo and Rui's.
Mm.
I can also say whoever did the character designs has good taste. Even though,
Good taste in what?
yeah,
Mature
Hey,
guys,
hey,
mature.
Hey, whoever's animating them definitely also has them on their wall and body pillow. I mean, like, anyway, let's just
let's
Yeah,
keep
they
this
paid-
going.
okay.
they paid,
Here's the
uh,
deal. Here's the
They
deal.
paid extra attention. They paid extra attention.
Here's the deal. Let's talk about the real the real focus of the animation, the real kicker, where all the budget went. All right, how
Oh, yeah.
about those tits?
Yeah. Not only that, but it's also like you got like what 4 sex scenes on the show.
I think they were like
And-
6.
Well,
Okay,
I
wait.
mean,
Opening one with Rui. There
Yeah.
was the end, like near the end with the teacher.
Yep,
On
There
the
was
beach.
also the one with Momo,
thing.
but it never
it was
happened.
all,
Yeah, the one with Momo where like that almost happened, but that's
Yeah.
kind of like almost foreplay-ish. There was another time.
You know, for a
with his-
closet nerd, this guy gets laid a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Regarding the budget, I have this is Studio Dean quality. This is Studio Dean levels of animation quality, but at least in this case. I mean, let's be honest. We reviewed Konosuba. We know what they did with those tit physics.
yeah.
I think honestly, like in Konosuba, it just kind of tit physics kind of just appeared whenever it was comedic
Necessary.
to do so.
Mm-hmm.
This
in,
was everywhere.
Well, yeah, in this show, it's just like it's just like tit physics whenever anyone takes their clothes off, which is
Always.
fairly yeah. Something unspeakable happens at least once an episode. So you see it quite a lot.
Yeah. I guess. Let's try and avoid the sex puns for a second, and talk about like and talk about the normal scenery, like the actual like cafe, the like other characters. All of them are really well done. It's just it's hard to care, but like all of the like background scenes, the beach, the classrooms, just all of it was actually really well done. Like
'Kay.
whoever the artists are actually cared.
I'm I'm kind of sick of the kind of environments that they're in. Right?
Yeah.
It's like almost every anime. It's like standard backgrounds of like Japanese city. It's like, what was this Tokyo again?
Yep.
Just gonna what like
Yeah. The fact that a lot of these sceneries take place in the Kanto region.
I am
really tiring.
jaded. I am jaded with Japanese city backgrounds.
Oh, you think you have it bad? I'm tired of seeing. Oh yeah. So aside from the city, school, shopping center, school, shopping center.
Well, that's
Well,
all
cheapest
Japanese city
Fastest they
stuff.
can get. So, what do you expect? I mean,
One temple.
Why couldn't they just have one tournament arc? Just kidding.
that would be a better show.
They did. It was just in the bed.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was the arena.
no.
He
Oh,
slowly
no.
kept getting better and bigger.
I was about to joke, like like he should totally have done like a kendo tournament, but I guess he did in bed.
God.
Lordy.
He must learn to parry with his sword.
Hey, don't blame the players, blame the game.
I think you got that phrase backwards.
All right.
Don't play the
Point is,
hero.
the show kind of sucks.
So I don't think we're gonna go anywhere with the fucking animation. We've said
Look,
enough.
Studio Media, they're
Unsent.
always the studios always does this kind of job. It's fine animation with a few good things here and there. They, I mean, their works are not like amazing. However, almost all of their shows are fine. They're good-looking shows. There's Akumen and Riddle, for example. That show looked amazing. This one, it looks good. Fuoka kind of looked bad, but that's not their fault. It's designers' faults, really. Beatless, pretty good show. I mean, for how it looked, at least. Still shit, but, looks pretty well. So, it's fine for what it is. Does it rise to occasion to be like the best anime and rival, like, I don't know, Studio Bones or
Madhouse
or not any of these people? No, of course not. But they didn't have that much budget. But what they had was a pretty significant budget. So, especially that, sweet moolah from Kantai Collection Films. They still...
Diomedia knows where all the budget goes. And,
They know exactly what to do in the shots. So it's fine. Now, the problem that I have, and I think we're going to go in the story bits here.
We'll get there.
We're
talking about the unimportant parts as much. Let's talk about the sound design.
Yeah.
So,
forgettable.
I like
the intro is 50-50.
I like the opening theme. That was probably one of the better things about the show.
It did remind me a bit of something. It looked like something that Vanessa Carlton would sing.
I like the piano and I like the yelling at the beginning of it.
Definitely, I definitely agree with you there on that one. The that is top-notch screaming, if you know what I mean.
Well, I mean,
I didn't know that.
I'm to be honest. I thought the background tracks, for the standard soundtrack while the show is playing, I thought a couple of the tracks were pretty good. They had a pretty heavy emphasis on leading with the flute, and it kind of gave the soundtracks an interesting sound. It kind of felt a little bit different from most modern anime soundtracks.
Yeah. I'm gonna kind of elaborate a little bit more on that. I think the soundtrack elicited more emotion than the characters. So I feel like the animation and the music did more of the heavy lifting for like pushing the plot along than the actual characters. So
yeah, we'll definitely get into that because there. I think
I feel the soundtrack was wasted on this show. I didn't like it.
Okay.
That's a good way of saying the soundtrack was good, but everything else is terrible. All right.
Regarding the voice acting was actually pretty decent, especially Aoi Yuki as Yuri.
Just joking. Sorry.
You could definitely tell the voice actors are, giving it their all. They're trying to really get into like the drama of the story, and there's definitely a lot of room for drama in the story. We'll get into that later, but you can tell that they were really trying to sell the drama that exists within the story.
You talk
Oh,
about
sorry.
Japanese dub or American?
I
I'm
was watching
talking
the
about
Japanese.
yeah, I'm talking
The-
about
the- The
Japanese.
Japanese one was really
My
good.
apologies. It was Maya Uchida who played Rui, not Aoi Yuki. My apologies.
The dub was actually it was okay. It wasn't great. It wasn't terrible.
bad,
But like
but
you could also tell that like they're like, what the fuck am I reading? All right, like
Yeah.
sure. Like,
I mean, this way, there was whoever played a what's her name? The not a blonde chick, but the Ruya, whatever the hell her name, Chijibana.
Rui.
Rui, yeah.
Maya Uchida.
She really got into it with screams and stuff. So I think there was something on the like when they were recording that stuff. So I don't know, but she really got into it.
Yeah,
Neko,
she was
have you ever
probably
seen
the
the
best English actor. So
Hey, have you ever watched Love, Trinity, and Other Things? Or her Japanese voice actress is the same one who played the main character.
No, I don't think I did.
Me either, but never mind.
she is.
Yeah, that's the thing.
She is definitely trying to get a better role. Let's put it that way. Okay.
No, it's the real Natalia, and she's young sister of Monica Real. So
oh hell no. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, that chick. She was also dubbing the Ibane Hina from the previous show that we watched or suffered through, really. So,
all right, so I think that's, unless someone has something to say about sound effects, I think that's about all.
It's generic.
Well, the sound effects, I have seen better moments in Genshin Impact, to be honest.
Listen. I didn't hear any Foley of somebody stirring Kraft macaroni and cheese, so I'm pretty disappointed.
No Jello.
Oh God, you gotta stop.
There's also Rui's pouting sounds. This ended up being quite meme when this show came out. Her pouty face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I remember that. That's the only thing I actually legit remember before watching the show. Like, who the hell is this? Who the hell is this blue-haired chick that's pouting in that pic? Like, what the hell is this? But Hina, we'll talk about Hina later.
Oh boy, yeah.
All right.
So actually, we're going to talk about Hina pretty soon because we're about to talk about the characters.
Manic.
Oh boy.
So.
Which part of characters?
We're actually very ahead of time, so let's talk about any of these side characters before we get to the main.
All right, yeah.
So I think we can talk about probably the best friend, the slut, and the gay guy. I think those are the main characters.
All right, the best friend is Fumiya, right?
Yeah.
Yep. The
fat
guy.
I think he was my favorite character in the whole show, to be honest. Like,
he's straight with the guy.
Well, he's kind of he's kind of loyal. He's fairly conscientious.
He's also the wingman.
Yeah. Yeah, he's what did I say? Loyal, conscientious. But he's also quite relatable. I think he's a lot more like any of us than really almost any of the other characters. He's kind of an everyman kind of personality. You'd expect him to be like a really stereotypical nerd personality, but he has more of an everyman personality.
He like he's a little bit better, I think, because like he's like working, so he has a side job. He goes to a different school, but he seems to be like the more responsible one. Like he's trying to be a better role model for his younger sister, and like he's helping out his mom a lot. You can tell.
Have you noticed that all of them look the same as him?
Yes. Is great.
Straight up. What the fuck?
His younger sister had the same face as him. Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah, that's a pretty good detail. I didn't pick up on that. maybe I was distracted or drunk.
Drunk.
Or both.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So we're gonna talk about the Japanese American student.
Oh, Alex.
Yeah,
Hello, my name is Cowboy Yamada. Hello, my name is Cowboy Yamada.
Yeah.
You mean Cowboy Tanaka, my dude?
I was
Alex
thinking a knockoff of Tanaka, but yeah.
Matsukawa.
Alex
And he's gay.
Matsukawa, aka the Japanese version of Logan Paul, because my lord, this dude is annoying.
Yeah.
Wait, Logan Paul or Jake Paul? You know what? Fuck it. The Paul brothers in one body.
Well, I don't think he boxes as much, so.
What I found kind of interesting is how they sort of portrayed him, because he's immediately more outgoing and more aggressive than any of the other characters, like any of the Japanese characters. For instance, when they see the panty thief, what's his face? Natsuo. He hesitates, but
Alex delivers the kill.
Yeah, Al immediately, without even a second thought, starts running after him.
That is crazy because the guys. There's also the part where he always assumes something about Japanese people. Like you Japanese people are so docile and all that compared to America.
What country was Alex from?
United States.
Yeah.
United States. Okay. Oh, he's half American. That's why he has a Japanese last name.
Yeah.
I was like,
Well, yeah, and
Japanese last name, American name. The dude is probably from California.
maybe.
Probably.
Bro,
Okay.
you guys have like sushi and kombucha?
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, I have to say, Alex, as annoying as he was, he meant well for the most part.
Oh, he really meant well. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. There's some things he does the visual note that are just let's say it like this. Let's say dude's kind of a creep.
Well, I mean, what else he's supposed to do? He wants to,
well, you could say he's a creep, but look at all the other characters.
Yeah, exactly.
Is he really a creep, or is he just not as bad as all the other ones?
I don't know. Maybe just being a character in this show just makes you a creep.
At least not watching it makes you creep. Oof.
Yeah.
That would be terrible.
Yeah.
The problem is he kind of tried too hard. That's the unfortunate thing. But I would have him as a best friend, just for the fact that the man is really really fun loving.
Yeah,
I'll
but
take
he.
that.
What episode he kissed the guy?
Oh god,
That's unfortunate.
yeah. When he kisses Natsuo in the lips, he forgot to say no homo though.
Oh yeah, right.
That's it. That was it.
That saves him.
I mean, he was just kissing his homies goodnight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, everyone does.
So let's move on.
Yeah.
What was the
Holly?
cafe owner's name?
He was known as Marie.
Yeah, but yeah, they call him
Kobayashi Maria Masaki
Masaki.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah. He was part of the Yakuza, and then he left because he was gay. Yeah.
He was part of the Yakuza, and then when his father found out that he was in love with another man, he disowned him.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Dojima-sama.
Yeah, basically, he was honestly, objectively, one of the best characters in the show.
Yeah.
Just for the fact that how ridiculous he was.
He was the one that kind of gave all of the best advice. He was kind of the most level-headed. He was one of the more interesting ones, and he had the weirdest fucking backstory. Like he's everything that you kind of expect in an anime. But
yeah, he's everything that the rest of the characters aren't.
Yeah.
Which is why he's likable.
Guys, I thought of it. Masaki Kobayashi.
Yeah.
The thing is, he has the same voice actor as the Nicholas Brown in Gangsta, so it's kind of interesting to actually see how, I guess, different all of that stuff is, and how good of, yeah. So it's the Kajuro Suda plays him. The problem with this character is that most of his backstory is like the last 4 or 5 episodes, I would say, when he actually tells you like why he is the way that he is, because he has like a tattoos on the back and stuff, and that's really it. So even though his pretty interesting story is not really he's a secondary character obviously, but he's not really interesting in terms of like how they present him. They just dump all of that stuff on you, and it's like, oh, here's the interesting character for you. Here's the info dump for you.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's also that one part in the school festival when he's playing the drums.
Yeah.
And there is a zoom at the man's traditional Japanese underwear. The first thing I thought was, it's like I'm wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. I was like, stupid, sexy Marie. What the fuck, man?
Yep.
I've been making that sound all week.
Oh no.
Yeah, the heavy sigh, yeah.
Yeah. But so we're gonna talk about Twin Tail Ho?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, look, the fact that she's voiced by Haruki Murata, look, she is great, even here. But like, oh boy, that's a bad role for her.
What I want to know is like both Nui and Natsuo, both of them were literally watching all the red flags with this girl.
Mm-hmm.
She's playing and they were in the English version. God damn.
Well, like they were hearing her go, "Oh, I've had like 100 boyfriends or whatever," and somehow all of them were abusive to me, and I'm totally not the common denominator here.
Oh, the fact that the dude calls her the enabler, though. Well, that was brutal.
And then his one friend was like, "Hey, like I heard that you're getting close to her. I'm just letting you know, I'm not saying you shouldn't, but I'm saying it's weird to be tunnel buddies, you know?" And
well,
God.
And
well, it's like he hears all of that, and Rui hears quite a lot of it too, and they're just like, yeah, it's fine.
It's fine. Hey, and they can make buddies, good buddies.
But it's like Dragon Ball Z. He's just reached a new level of simping. Da-da-da-na-na.
Yeah, but Angela at least has useful
super simp level 3.
Like, and that's the thing. Like, remember, the reason why she does all of that is because her family is shit. Like, and it's pretty clear stated in the show that, like, oh yeah, I'm getting abused by all of them. So hey, could you love me? No sex.
I'm sorry, I don't believe it. I don't think all 30 or 100 or her boyfriends or whatever. I don't think that happened. All right. At what point do you think, hey,
Maybe it's something with me, right?
Yeah, maybe I did something wrong.
That's the point of the show. It's like you trying to present. Well, we're gonna talk about this later, I guess, but you're presenting a genuinely good idea, interesting at least, but you don't work on developing that idea. This is the problem with this show. This is the problem with the original material. This is the problem with all of the works by Kei Sasagi, who is the original creator of that work. So we're gonna talk about it later. So
Yeah.
sorry.
Let's move on to. God. I guess we'll move on to like the three main characters.
We could do Miyu Ashihara if we could. The fact that she's played by Chika's voice actress in Kaguya-sama Love is War, Konomi Kohara, is actually unexpected. She's the green hair girl in the literature club who, well, let's just say that she had a close encounter with the teacher.
Yeah, they totally weren't kissing. God, is there anyone in this show that's not a piece of shit?
No, that would be boring and not edgy enough for whatever demographic that is show for.
I hear furious typing. Are you googling which character isn't a piece of shit?
I am looking at them. I had to retype in the show because I was down the rabbit hole of voice actors again.
Hey,
but
can we mention his dad for a second? Akihito Fuji.
Wait, I guess.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Wait, was his dad a piece of shit?
Nutcase.
But was he a piece of shit? Doesn't seem like it.
No, he was more of he was more of a
romantic about the girl, but that's about it. Well, no, he was a piece of shit because he didn't tell his son he was getting married.
Well,
yeah, he was.
I mean,
and that they were moving in together.
That's overthinking the show.
No, but
you're giving the show too much credit for.
Well, we're talking
a foresight like that.
I think the parents exist entirely for no other reason than to be a plot device to make all this shit happen.
Well, yeah,
True,
as a
but we had to.
There could be a cry to Tsukika Tachibana, who
we are discussing is anyone a piece of shit? That was what was said.
Well, is anyone not a piece of shit?
Yeah, exactly. And and the father's there, the mother's there, and both of them knew and didn't tell their kids. So I mean, that would kind of put them in the shitty category. So
Hey, surprise! We're family now.
Wait. What about
she doesn't suit MILF? She doesn't suit MILF energy though.
Wait. Was the quiet green-haired girl a piece of shit?
No. Not that I know of. Not so much.
And the first guy we talked about, his best friend. He's not a piece of shit.
Yeah, he's not a piece of shit.
Fine.
Okay, so
he's a good dude.
So there are two non-piece of shit characters. Okay, we established that. Okay.
Yay.
So Miyu and Fumiya, well, they're both getting spared.
Good.
For now.
Good.
All right. Well, let's talk about a main character. Let's talk about Rui.
Oh God, that is she a tsundere technically?
No, she's just she's shy and always shy.
Yeah,
she's shy and introvert.
I don't know. I don't think a tsundere would like have sex with someone the first time they met him.
Well, I mean,
I don't know. Okay, hold on.
You haven't watched hentai.
Okay, hold up. The melancholy of Haruhi has a character like her. The I don't know what it's called, but I know the character archetype. They're cold. It's like having sex with a fucking radiator. Like they just don't respond.
To be fair, I know the character you're talking about, and she's literally a computer.
Yeah, she literally alien computer stuff. Also, it's not a heater; it's the 2x4. So, I mean, let's be clear on that one.
She's that frigid.
regardless, she's look for sake of this show, it's fine for what she is. The problem is the story itself, not necessarily this character, because she grows kind of in her openness and like honesty and stuff like that. So it's fine. It's kind of she actually has a character arc, yay! Unlike the rest of these people.
I think the three main characters have character arcs.
Yeah.
So I'm taking a look at Maya Uchida's roles, and she played about this Irina Shido from Haiku DXD.
Oh.
Rika Takanashi from Junibyo Demo Go Ekoi Gashitai, and Natsuki Mogi from the initial D movies, the reboots.
Oh, God.
Okay, so she also played another thought in another anime. Fucking Natsuki, man.
Yeah, no, fuck that. Come on, baby.
All right, so
want it. Initial D.
So the right at the beginning of the show, she has sex with Natsuo.
Out of boredom.
Yeah, well, basically just because like she just kind of felt like it.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't even like him or find him particularly attractive at the time.
I remember her exact words. She picked him because he's not a playboy, so she doesn't feel like she's being used.
Yeah.
Well, the reason why she did that is because when she was speaking with her sister, Hina told her, like, oh, don't budge in my relationship because, like, you're not experienced enough and you're like a kid, essentially, or like a teen or whatever. And she got pissed so much, she went on the mixer and fucked the guy. Yeah, that's the rational.
Turns out she fucked the guy from Hina's relationship.
Yeah, I mean that's like more thing. Coincidence.
She was probably the one who opened up this Pandora box, which ended up being a 30-car pileup in a fucking highway.
Well, I mean, to be fair, nothing particularly bad probably would have happened if her mother didn't end up marrying Natsuo's father. But of course, none of this would have happened if their parents were open about what was happening and, introduced them earlier on.
The parents themselves were the cause of the chaos theory in this case.
Yep, fucking boomers.
Why would you? It doesn't even make any sense. Like, if you were like dating someone and you really, really like them, why would you not introduce them to your children?
Also, how did he not know that his dad was dating someone? Like,
yeah, but the thing is,
okay.
The thing is, it could cause the emotional drama in kids, so that's the reason mostly people don't do it. Because, like,
you're
like a betrayal essentially for like the mom thing, even though she's dead in the show. But
yeah, but like you're going to, you're in this really close relationship with them. There's a potential you're going to be marrying or something.
Yeah,
you got to have them meet your kids.
Well, let me put it this way: it's easier to present kids before the fact and just say, "It is what it is." Deal with that thing, as opposed to going there and saying, "Oh, there's like a chick that I like, and we got serious and stuff." It's too complicated. People just like, you know what? Who cares? And that's actually a pretty realistic thing of that show to do, actually. Because unfortunately that happens more than you think.
Yeah, so, it's realistic but shitty. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like illogical, I would say. It's not shitty, it's just illogical to do that.
Yeah.
But again, those are teenagers essentially, more or less. So you gotta have to, okay, here's the fact, that's it.
So next one on the tape in the cutting floor. That's
Hina.
Played by. She is played by none other than Yoko Hikasa, who also played Yoshi Hanabatake, who is Yoshiko's mother in Aho Girl, another one of Diomede's many shows. I've seen the show. It's insane. We should totally check that out today.
I hate Hina. I really, really hate Hina. Like the first thing you see is like her acting like she's a teacher, and first thing you see is her acting completely inappropriate to the students.
Wait.
Yeah, her saying it's like, I understand you have a crush on me, but like fuck off. And then her being like, except him, he's okay. And they're like, what? Like,
oh, he slaps him she slaps him on the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the point. I mean,
that's totally inappropriate.
Hina is
best teacher ever. Come on.
Look, what would be inappropriate if she would, suck him off while being a teacher? That would be inappropriate. Putting someone slap on the ass, I don't know about that.
Compared to all the other things that she did to him, I mean, I think that's pretty fucking tame.
That came after that, so Plus, wasn't that like a film about this stuff by Makoto Shinkai anyway? So
Gun of Words. I remember watching this movie. It's similar to this.
Well, it's better done than this, number one. It's like comparing a shit pile to the gold standard,
So, anyway, Hina is an alcoholic, a flirt, and I don't know what about her is likable. What about her is likable?
She's nice. She has a good body.
I like her attitude.
Well, you just described like 90% of anime girls.
I've also described about 100% of all the dancers that work in the strip club. So I mean, very realistic.
Yeah.
Oh, Christ.
And that's how I can get versus hero I get with a fucking hero, let me do that. Let's go back, you know what I mean? I just want
to
Okay.
All right, fucking this show is not giving me enough material. I am so I hate this show. Anyway, I hate Hina. Why does she drags Natsuo into the fucking ocean? They're in their fucking clothes, and he just goes along with it. Like, Hina, what are you doing? He doesn't like object to like his everything being soaked to the fucking waist down, and then she goes, "We're going to commit suicide."
Double suicide.
Yes.
Together.
Wait, hold on. And no. Wait. Can't you just reject me? Why do we have to commit suicide?
Look, I don't think she watched the School Days enough to know exactly how to do it.
Okay, so I am very glad you brought that up because I was waiting for the plot. I was just gonna say that this anime is School Days with better animation and a slightly better plot. Yeah, well,
we know what the plot is. It's not the plot of the show.
Yeah.
Look, the School Days at least has a resolution. This one doesn't.
It has a few if you played the game.
This.
Wow.
All right. Should we? Does anyone have anything else to say about Hina?
Let's go.
Like,
extra annoying.
Let's go.
Super annoying. Very annoying.
There's nothing good about her. I mean, she was sleeping with a married man.
Her student.
And then she wouldn't, I mean that too. But she was sleeping with a married man, and then she had a crush on her student that became her brother, and then she slept with him. I mean, like, is there anything desirable about her other than her body? No, like, not really. So,
Allied, Momo is best gold. We need to protect her smile after all she went through.
like, honestly, Momo was like, you feel bad for her because you know that she's the better choice, even though it's also his sister. Like, that's how bad this anime is.
Yeah, but
No, that's you're thinking of Rui.
Yeah.
Momo
sorry,
was the.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, I mixed up the names.
Yeah.
His other sister was better for him.
Christ. You know, we put ourselves into the situation where someone said that.
Oh, wow.
I mean,
This show was a fucking trip, man. Jesus.
It's the combination of a bunch of very bad shows. Let's just be honest here.
Yeah. Let's move on to Natsuo.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the man of the hour.
Potatoes. And a bit of cucumber in between. Yeah.
Maybe a box of rocks with a label on it that says rocks.
No, potatoes at least tasty for women. And a cucumber. Come on.
Potatoes and cucumbers aren't really that much tastier than rocks.
That's not what I meant, but okay. Donald missed the joke.
All right, so we got a man named Taku Yashiro who plays him in the Japanese show. He was also let's see. He was also Tsubasa Tanuma in Kaguya-sama Love is War, and of all things, Ryoichi Kurosaki in Aho Girl. A couple of the voice actors are from that show as well, so it is what it is.
Can I just say that he picked every single wrong path?
Yeah,
man.
he went and had sex with the girl at the mixer. He when he found out that his father was dating the girl he had sex with, or the mother of the girl he had sex with, and his crush, he didn't go, hey Dad, we can't do this.
Okay, so.
Hey, why not?
Okay, so him having sex, bad path. Not technically the wrong choice. Didn't know anything, right? Him being like, okay, Dad, yeah, that's fine. Again, not the worst path, but you deal with it, right? But the second that like his fucking teacher sister thing started like hitting on him, and then she confesses that she has feelings, they all should have had just like a meeting, like, hey, okay, all of us like each other, what are we gonna do about this? Also, none of us should be here. And then they should have fucking walked away. But
What do you mean walked away? What? I'm sorry. What do you mean walked away?
I have another one. Route C.
Don't sleep with your sisters.
Hold on. Okay,
well, yeah,
so
but
the canonical route was Route A. Your idea is Route B. I have Route C. Goes up to his dad and says, "Hey, Dad, I banged her daughter before you introduced me," and then they just high five. Nice. Not.
Fuck yeah.
Look, what we have is
Damn,
like
son.
what we have here is like this pseudo incestuous love triangle, right? And and specifically for this show, I went on the Japanese, well, not Japanese, but Wikipedia about Japanese marriage law. The what do you call it? Polygamy, one man, multiple wives. Is that really illegal? No. So
It's not?
why not? Well,
All right,
well,
we're going to Japan right now.
Bye.
Well, this isn't polygamy though. This is incest.
It's incest.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. In the law, there is a bit of a wiggle room because they're not blood related. So
Basically,
yes, win-win, I guess. But look, The look, the whole setup is interesting. It tries to do sort of social commentary, but it kind of fails at that. And it focuses on tits as opposed to the plot, which is unfortunate because there is a few other shows that do exactly the same thing and does way better job than that.
This whole show exists so that weird people can jack off to softcore incest
Okay.
hentai.
So
wait.
Frame time to do that.
Can,
You do
can I
understand that, man?
can I tell you the real reason this show probably took off?
Why?
Because quarantine happened directly after that, and your sister looked like a decent option.
Oh my lord!
Oh,
Damn, dude.
You have to
My
go there.
lord!
So are we thinking like anime style, or we're thinking Game of Thrones style? No.
I mean like shoving a what do you call that suppository little thing into your stepsister's ass? Like
Did that happen?
That happened.
That
You
actually
know,
happened.
I had a mini freak out as soon as you said shoving.
Shove. Well, what is that thing? It's a little. I don't know what do you call that. It's like a medical thing that you shove it up
The
your butt.
suppository.
Yeah. And it's,
Why do they just have medical suppositories in their medicine cabinet?
And here's I mean, I have the same thing in my medical cabinet just in case.
Why?
Well, because look, if you have a fever of like 105,
Take some Advil.
that's
Yeah,
not going to help you in certain
the
situations.
suppository is actually better, and if she already has a pre-existing condition, then
Yeah. That's the thing.
Yeah, you have it
So,
already.
and it's more natural as well, by the way, because it's not having.
Okay, are we having this conversation?
Anyway.
Yeah, we are having this conversation. Anyway, my point is the fact that and this is what I mentioned in the beginning of this cast is that the author of this show, Kei Sasuga. That's the better one.
Yeah.
All of her stuff is exactly this kind of weird ass nonsensical bullshit. With her previous works, well, actually 3 of them, was Medicine, which is horrible incestuous bullshit. I actually read it, so believe me, trust me. The other one was Good Ending, and it has a one shot, and it has like the whole complete story and stuff. And that thing was from like 2009 all the way to 2013 running manga, right? The next work of hers was this shit. And that thing ran from like 2014 all the way to 2020. And look, her audience is a particular set of women. No, it's this
Right,
stuff,
bitches, basically.
This is not for necessarily for men. This is not a manga for men because the point of view in the manga itself is from not a guy, but from the chick's position. So
Kei Sasuga isn't even her real name. Her real name is Keiko Sasaki.
Yeah. But the point of view is from like the story's told from their perspective, not his. So that's the problem. And this is the same problem that a lot of other shows had in like I guess mid 2000s. What's the prequel? Damn, I forgot. What's the prequel for Fuoka? Shit, I forgot the show. Anyway, the point is, it's the show that had a female perspective that is being flipped on its head for animation adaptation. This is like oof bad, but the original material, it's the same oof bad shit. So hey, good adaptation, I guess.
Yeah. I just want to point out like the really strange like lack of reactions people seem to have in certain situations. Like for instance when Natsuo goes to the book club, and the teacher there uh, tells him to kiss the student that he's with. What's her face? Mui or Mew.
Rui.
No, Mew.
Oh, Mew. Sorry.
Yeah. When he tells him to kiss her, for really fucking weird reason, he just goes along with it.
Yeah, why not?
Well, it's because it's like it's completely and totally inappropriate. That's why.
In the moment, I don't think they cared.
In the moment, your like gut reaction should be like, wait a minute, this guy shouldn't be telling me that. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, gut reaction is, what are you, a pervert? What are you gonna do? Go home and masturbate to this? What the fuck? And then walk away? Like that should be the actual reaction.
Can we talk about the fact that the teacher, the guy in the literature club, is basically Natsuo's favorite author?
Yeah, we can.
I mean,
I don't know why, because
yeah, I mean,
it's kind of irrelevant to the story.
Yeah, it really was.
Whatever.
That dude
But
was just a fucking weird creep.
Yeah, the whole story with the author, the teacher, who's happens to be an author as well, and the whole like a competition for literature club or something.
This is for extra. Eric, this is for extra
I don't
credit.
understand why it's still there. Like, I don't understand why.
If you kiss her, you get extra credit. If you cop a feel, you get to not do your finals.
Well, the thing is, the irony is that the irony is that Miu, well, let's say she didn't win. It was Orui with her against the story.
Well,
that made a lot more sense.
You know, we are
At the
just
hour
about
mark,
we are just about out of time.
Yeah.
So
I think
it's now.
We covered the plot, thankfully.
Yeah. Yeah,
right.
we kind of skipped over the characters because they're bland and uninteresting. So let's
rating system. Let's fucking go.
Let's rate them. Let's rate it.
Oh man. Okay. So I'm always first. I hate this now. I it's fun whenever it's a good show. Oh, okay. Show was terrible. Uh, the animation, the sound, kind of, it makes it a show. Jesus. Okay, so in all seriousness, though, the writing was okay-ish. Like the idea of the show was good. Some of the side characters were good. The main character sucks. The conflicts that they're creating were easily avoided. But as a show, it did its job. The other thing, and this is a bigger gripe I have, I think, it was very forced through the plot. I did look this up. It was somewhere around 50 or 60 chapters of manga were covered in 12 episodes.
Yeah.
So it's to cover that much.
They cut a lot of stuff.
In a short out. Yeah, like they cut out a lot of stuff. So obviously we're missing plot points. We're missing some conflicts. We're probably missing some resolution.
Maybe then they shouldn't have just either. Okay,
yeah,
so maybe then they should have just like come up with something original, not this shit.
Yeah. So, but yeah.
Yeah.
If she has an audience, you're still gonna bank off the audience. So it was just it's too much covered in a short amount. Plus, it's just everything together just didn't add up to being a good show. Maybe the manga was better. Maybe there's a reason why it was made into a show. But like I said, I think that the show benefited from nothing good came out in 2020 because of the quarantine and the lockdown. Like that's basically it. I don't know. I'll give it a 5. It wasn't the worst thing that we've watched, but it's definitely not even close to the best.
All right, Neko.
5 is a bit generous. I mean, okay, number 1.
We
does
did
the
watch
show
worse.
suck? Well, okay,
Yeah.
you did. Well, you never watched the Chronicles of Eve, so
Yes, I did.
oh God,
like
no.
I said, we've watched worse,
Oh,
or
shit.
I have.
Well,
So
here's the thing: the show exists as nothing more than a promotion for original manga. That's it. And the reason is because they haven't adapted anything, and they will never do any other adaptation of that work because it's the manga is already done, so there's nothing to promote really. And Kodansha, who's a publisher of the thing, they're not gonna bother spending enough, like another what, $100,000 on that thing. Nah, ain't gonna happen. So what we have is a somewhat faithful adaptation, I would say, of the original shit show. Domestic dumpster fire, as I would call it. But it's look, I cannot blame DI Media about this one because they've done a good job. Now, the problems of the show is everything has to do with shortening the story and basically adapting what was there to begin with, and that entire clusterfuck really. Bad idea, somewhat bad execution of the original, well, in the manga, I mean, which they adapted here. I seen worse things, but that's really bad. Out of 10, it's 2. It's really bad. Even if they put a really nice, really cushy a model at the end of each episode, like the real photos of the some model, I guess, or something. I gotta find out her name, by the way, because she is pretty. I'll give you that. That's probably the only bright spot on the show. So, yeah, I guess it sucks. Don't watch it. There's a better fucking shows. There's a Scum's Wish, for example. Same exact plot line, or kinda. Better fucking show. Or there is a awesome show called Love and Lies, which is even better, and actually has a legitimate social commentary that this one kind of fucked up. So that's just me.
All right, RJ,
What am I saying?
you're doing your final thoughts and your rating.
The score, or just final thoughts.
Final thoughts and score.
So from the beginning until the end, this show it had a very weird pace. I don't know how to put it. Didn't like it. Again, nothing notable. I give it a 1. I've never done that. Have I done 1 out of what's the
I don't know. I'd have to look at all your scores for
haven't.
all the episodes.
Yeah, I've never given
No,
anything a 1. So is it 1 out of 10 or 1 out of 5?
10.
1 out of 10.
Yeah, 1 out of 10. I don't like it. I know it has an audience. I'm not that audience.
Striker.
All right. I was going to go to some real shit by the time I was watching the first episode. Let me say it like this. Watching this show is the equivalent of a 30-car pileup in the Autobahn, where a bunch of them are flying at 200 miles an hour, and then the last 3 episodes end up being at least a pack of 18-wheelers crashing into the crowd, leaving no survivors at 150 miles an hour.
Nice.
And I can honestly say, there are some moments where I wish, oh my god, what the fuck were these people thinking? I cannot say that Medea, the same people behind Aho Girl, are really into shitpost the animes, because this show was actually a fucking shitpost more than anything else. There's another name they might give the show, and it's Alabama the anime. Why? Obvious reasons. Even if they're not blood related, this show had straight up Alabama vibes. What is my score for this shit? What is my score for this shit show? Honestly, I enjoyed it as a shit show because it was awesomely bad. But outside that, I'm gonna give it. I was gonna give it an Alabama out of 10 because honestly, I have no numbers for this one.
What? Yeah, just throw a number. Just throw a number.
Just throw a number, dude.
You want me to throw a number? All
yeah.
right. This show's a 4, man.
A 4.
Also, what was Strikers? Because I went down a rabbit hole while he was talking.
It was 4. 4.
It was 4, but the beauty of this show was the fact that I had a lot of fun watching this goddamn dumpster fire. So
not Strikers.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Right.
RJ.
Domestic
Sorry.
dumpster fire.
What was RJ's?
10.
1.
10. No, he gave it a 0, I think.
Yeah, okay. It was a 1 out of 10.
Right.
Okay, 1 out of 10.
Right.
That's good because if we try to multiply something and there's a 0, it's all gonna turn to 0.
Well, I mean, that show probably demonstrates that you can actually.
Oh no, wait.
divide by
No,
zero.
wait. Okay, there won't be a 0 in the because we're not multiplying anything, dividing. Anyway. So this show, it quickly turned from, wow, I feel bad for this guy. This guy is in a pretty pickle, to, oh, this is softcore hentai, and it's really trying to be a drama, but it's just softcore hentai. And it's not even like
a good one.
Yeah, it's like it just makes you feel like really weird the whole time because it's just it's like yeah, they're not supposed to be doing this. They're supposed to be siblings.
I mean, that's not even a problem. Like the audience for the original material for manga is I guess like 20-year-old all the way to like, I don't know, 40, 50-year-old women.
I don't know, man. I can't look at this sort of incest bait stuff and think yeah, this is okay. I like the fact that this exists. Like can you say I'm offended? Yes. I'm offended at incest. All right.
Hey,
so what's your
big surprise. All right. I didn't like it. Shut up. I didn't like any of the characters. I didn't like the plot. The plot was stupid. I guess the animation was fine. But that's superficial. No, it was just it was just fucking horrible. One of the worst things I've ever seen. I'm gonna give it like I mean, there are parts of it that are well made, so I guess I'll give it like a 4.
I was gonna
give
say
it a 2.
It isn't worse than RJ's fucking favorite.
Hey now.
The Devil May Cry one.
Hey now.
That's a good show.
Okay?
That's a good show.
As I'm saying this, cue the fucking like the 2000s rock music. Let's get this party started.
Honestly, I'd probably I don't remember what I rated Devil May Cry, but I'd probably rather watch that than this.
I think I'd rather watch it, but that was still worse.
All right, let me mention something real quick.
All right, wait.
This is straight up a Televisa soap opera in anime form. If you guys had never seen one of those Mexican soap operas, it's some of the corniest, cheesiest things that you will ever see. regarding a soap opera. They're like next level, especially La Rosa de Guadalupe. This show is basically La Rosa de Guadalupe in a standard episode because they actually had incest episodes in that show.
Yeah.
Do you have to bring that show up?
Anyway.
Of course I have to.
All
Anyway,
right.
okay, so
All right. What is our average score?
our average score is a 3.2, which is way off from what everyone else rated it.
Yeah.
We're dropping some punishment. What do you expect?
I mean, that show is rated on Anime List is like 6.78, which is like, you people are disgusting and degenerate, but okay.
Yeah, it's a 6.8 or whatever.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah, 6.78, and then on IMDb it's a 6.7. So
God.
yeah, and then
That's actually really low for Mal.
yeah, I know it's low for Mal, but it's still high for what it should be. And on Crunchyroll, it's rated a 4.4. So I mean, out of 5, out of 5.
Do you really take Crunchyroll ratings seriously?
Oh fuck no, but it's
exactly.
kind of good to
no.
to mention, you know. But yeah, no, like
be taking those people seriously.
I think.
All right.
So this is like the furthest off that we've been from the rating, but you know.
All right, hold on.
Let's
Hold on. What was the official anime rating?
It was a 6.78.
7.8.
What's ours?
It's a 3.2.
Here's what it says. It says that we're right and all of these people are wrong.
So
Period.
So if you would
Don't
like,
at me.
I will give the viewers this information. If you have watched the anime and you have seen the ending photos, those models are from the live action version of a pick your own
way
of your pick your own adventure.
Holy shit, are you serious?
You serious?
All right.
That's where I was.
Anyone who liked the show, send your hate mail directly to my inbox. I promise I'll be nice to you. And that wraps up our podcast for January. See you guys next month, where we will probably be much more sober and probably reviewing something that we like quite a lot more.
Yeah.
You guys have a good month, and have a good night.
Bye, bitches.
Bye.